guys.
Uh-huh.
This one's gonna fucking work.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, we've said that before.
Yeah, but you know what? I think part of the problem is that with some of our previous half-baked schemes, the main problem was that they were half-baked.
I hear that.
Okay. For example, Hamilbang. Hamilbang. We didn't have any graphs saying that the line would go higher with Hamilbang.
I want it on the record that I asked for a graph.
Okay. All right. Rocky requested a graph related to Hamilbang. But Rocky, even you thought that the line would go higher with going ham.
I did. I stand by it. I still think it can work.
Okay. See, that's the thing. Is that like faith is no substitute for graphs. And the line must go higher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is true. Yes.
Yes, that's how it works. And I know that we might come across as folks who don't necessarily believe in the line going higher here. But you know what? I want a hot tub. All right?
For sure.
And the only way that I get a hot tub is if the line goes higher. But I think we know what to do now. Impossible Coin official apology consultation. Apology video consultation services.
I think we could be good at that.
I apologize literally all the time.
Oh, Tegan, but this is not.
No, Tegan. Quantity apologies aren't going to help us here. We need quality apologies. Apologies that inspire action, that end wars and mend fences.
Yes. Also, you're not the target demo here. What we're looking for is we need folks who are struggling with creating the appearance of sincerity due to their staggering wealth. That's helpful for us in two different ways. One, they have no idea how to talk like regular people. Two, they have the money to give to us. That's why they're the demo. That's the demo now, Tegan.
Well, the important thing, and maybe part of our schemes before we're actually missing this key component, is that whenever you do make a business or an enterprise, it's important that you solve a problem. I'm not sure Hamilbang was actually solving a problem. I still think going ham can, but we weren't going about it the right way. But this is absolutely a problem that we can solve. And, it does stand to be potentially lucrative. So I'm interested.
Yeah. I mean, so there was this video of the Ashton Kutchers and the Mila Kunis.
That was hard to watch, yeah.
And they were sitting in front of this little wall trying to look like sad, and they're like, hey guys. Despite all evidence to the contrary, we promise that we don't think that rape is cool.
They really said that shit. Oh no.
Yeah. And it's like, oh no. There wasn't even anything remotely in it that sounded like, hey y'all, we fucked up. And they were really convinced that little wall was going to convince us that they were regular people. And then Rocky, did you see when someone's like, hey y'all, here's what their address is, here's what that wall is actually touching, and here's what they were facing when they were making that video?
I didn't see that. What were they facing?
They were facing their gigantic infinity pool.
Oh my God.
That little wall is on the exterior of their fucking pool house.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
They were just like, let's pick the saddest backdrop. What's the saddest backdrop? Oh, this one.
Oh God, the outside of our pool house. The outside of our pool house is pretty sad. Let's do that. I'm like, oh my God. And this is where they fucked up. This is where they fucked up, because by filming it outside, people who had access to any kind of property records could be like, all right, let's do the homework on this. What is this actually touching? It's their fucking pool house in front of their giant infinity pool.
Oh my God. Oops.
Yeah. Yes. So
rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake, and that's why Impossible Coin Apology Consultation is going to be a winner. And then we had Drew Barrymore out here fucking it up, who's like, hey, okay, is there any possible way that people will interpret no makeup as me being in crisis? No, Drew, we do not. We do not interpret that.
I mean, honestly, I think Drew Barrymore could have actually put together a very good apology. Like this seemed like it could have been a home run, but she just, I think her tactics are outdated. I think she's just so used to apologizing in the 90s that like at this point she's just not up to date on ways to convey sincerity.
Yeah, and there were some real pieces of puzzle that she just like didn't consider when she equated the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes to the pandemic.
Yeah.
Essentially equating labor actions to an act of God.
Like, honestly, she should fire her whole team for just allowing her to say that.
Yeah.
Allowing her to press
thing,
upload on that video after she recorded it. You know
Here's
what I mean?
the thing, though. Here's the thing. If she had just paid her writers, right?
Yeah.
She could have had a very good apology video. They're professionals. That's what you hire them for, right?
Yep.
That's the
Instead,
one.
you got to hire us.
That's right.
Non-union affiliated writers.
Oh god,
Yeah.
we can't scab for this. That
On
seems like
a-
it's too much.
Comedy podcast. No, we're pitching a service. We're not union affiliated, so we're not professionals at all. We're a comedy podcast. This is different.
Right, exactly. And Rocky, think about this. Like there are kinds of writing out there which are not necessarily covered by the Writers Guild of America. For example, like if I told you that I needed to produce, say, a wedding announcement or an obituary, those are not things that are covered under the WGA.
Right.
But we're just writing obituaries for people's careers.
Essentially. Or that's what you're going to get unless you come to a Possible McCoy apology consultation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I know that historically we have talked about like selling ad space on the show. Like, I know that we've had some like dream slots that we've held. Like we definitely hold a spot every week for weird mattresses and audiobook services. We just keep on waiting for that weird mattress and audiobook money to come in, but like it never fucking does.
I think here's the problem. I figured it out. I'm gonna say a sentence, and we're gonna see what happens. Ready?
Okay.
I really could use a new mattress. I'm actually in the market for purchasing a new mattress. I wonder if anyone would like to send me a mattress that I could try out, potentially for 30 days free of charge.
I'm wondering if you'd like to try out that mattress for 100 days without an obligation.
Yeah, exactly. See, look how good we sound doing it. Yeah. And I am actually looking for a new mattress. So, consider.
And honestly, one of the things that I think is really cool to consider is when mattresses are made by people who considered the very, very cutting edge of science and technology and developed a mattress with different types of sleepers in mind.
Oh my God, especially because I am very much a different type of sleeper from my partner.
Exactly.
According to our very cool sleep tracking app from Nintendo.
Yeah. And so if you have a mattress manufacturer which has designed mattresses which are designed to, satisfy the needs of partners, so that way everyone is able to get the sleep that they need, with pillows which are designed as assistive technology which aid the mattress experience, then wow.
Reaching out to us here.
Do it. And I tell you what, like,
you know what? No, hold on. That's enough. Because the thing is, until the check clears, we are not a mattress selling podcast.
No, we're not. That's true. That's true. You're right. We are a career obituary writing podcast.
No, that one's not right either. Actually,
not yet.
Well, no,
Unity could call us at any moment.
We prevent the need from career obituaries. That's what we're here to do.
That's what we're offering at the current moment. Yes, that one is tangentially correct. But generally we talk about things that's going on with us, right?
Okay.
Like,
but Rocky, let's I'm going to go ahead and get a little time on the clock.
Okay.
First, we're going to go ahead and throw up this ad, and then we're going to slide into things relevant to us. Okay.
Okay. All right.
This is relevant to the portfolio, so it counts.
Okay. So, Rocky, what we're going to need is if you could find some sickeningly sweet ukulele music, which sounds like we're either trying to peddle reverse mortgages or maybe dick pills.
Okay. The only reason I'm doing this is because I actually know exactly what you're asking me for, but then we got to get into the show. But
okay, fantastic. But I'm glad you know what I mean when I say music sold to sell reverse mortgages or dick pills. I'm glad that's clearly understood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we go. Hem. And I think that since you understand the vibe, completely take it. Feel free to jump in at any moment during this ad.
Absolutely.
Just like if the spirit moves you, if the need for a hot tub and or a new mattress moves you, just jump in.
I mean, I don't know if the spirit will move me, but the Dayquil definitely will.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, hem. Hey there, everybody. We know that right now is scary. Everyone's angry at you. And you know what? Rightfully so. But here's the thing. There's a way out of this. There's a clear path forward. And it's Impossible Coin. Impossible Coin makes the impossible possible. And the possible is forgiveness. We'll help you find it.
New system of writing impossible apologies. You too will have a bespoke apology written for you and your career, and whatever you did to mess it up.
That's right, Tegan. If you've done things like say, I don't know, imply that auto workers are greedy, or say that, hey, vaccines, they're untested, we can figure out a way to get you to walk that back without making you look like a total asshole. We are people who have 7 years of experience of not looking like total assholes ourselves. And so take it from folks who have a consistent streak of not fucking it up and not having to issue our own apologies. We know what it looks like when people step in it because we haven't done it. So let us bail you out and fund my hot tub and fund Tegan's mattress.
Impossible Coin apology writing consultations.
.com.
All payments required up front.
Bitcoin not accepted.
No cryptocurrency accepted.
Not in cryptocurrency.
And no lettuce, I swear to fucking God.
I will consider ostrich meat.
Jesus Christ, Tegan. We're gonna get Russell Brand in here with a stack of ostrich steaks.
I mean, I'll take those.
You really want Russell Brand's ostrich meat?
I'm just saying I could make something out of it.
I believe in Rocky.
Sounds like getting into grilling anyways, or generations losing recipes and shit.
Okay. So this is not a podcast about ostrich meat. This is not a podcast about Russell Brand.
Correct.
Yeah. What is this a podcast about? I don't know.
It's about us, man. It's about what's going on with us, you know, our hobbies, our passions, and the things that we care about.
Oh, okay.
Brian, I understand you want to talk about Kitten Match today.
I do want to talk about the video game Kitten Match.
Okay.
I have been playing a lot of Kitten Match.
For sure.
What
is Kitten Match?
Kitten Match is a match 3 puzzler, which is designed for the telephone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I am like charmed by its. Okay, this is gonna sound terrible. I'm charmed by its evil.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens.
It keeps on trying to get me to give it money.
Okay.
And I just go, lol, Kitten Match. I went about 4 days at one point without playing Kitten Match at all.
Okay.
And again, 4 days. That is it. 4 days. And when I opened Kitten Match again, it popped up with this window that said, returning player re-onboarding offered. It even labeled it that.
That's really funny, actually.
I'm like, Kitten Match? I'm like, you've got to hide it better. You've got to hide it better, Kitten Match. You can't label it returning player re-onboarding offered. Jesus.
Well, Brian, you know they can't, because there's definitely guys like, that's right, I just got back in. Oh, is it going to be harder? I don't care. Here's $20. Let me go.
Yeah, but like at the very least, like, you know, come up with some like in-world thing. Something like I can be like, oh wow, it's like, you know, it's Cyrus the Magic Kitty. You know, like Cyrus is here. Like, come, like, don't nakedly tell me what you're doing.
I think that they know. I think the whales know who they are. They're just gonna pick those up, and like they're not gonna ask questions, and they figure no one else is gonna fall for it anyways. So like they don't try.
Okay.
I think that's what they're trying to do. I mean, I'm not in their office, you know, I don't know their meetings or whatever, but that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. So like, this does raise the question, and I'm very curious about it. Who is the kitten match whale? Because like kitten match has just enough like available resources in the game to do its match 3 puzzling without like the treadmill. The treadmill is possible without giving them money.
Right, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think it's, like I've definitely logged some time on some match 3 puzzlers. And I got to the part of the game where like various kittens, there were various cute cats who were like, oh no, it's gotten hard now. What will you do? Maybe you should buy a boost. I'm like, kitten, come on. Come the fuck on, kitten. I'm like, I am wrecking house here. Like I am absolutely doing the things. I do not need to fucking buy the rocket or the double rocket or the disco ball.
Can I venture a guess?
Sure.
If I had to guess who the kitten match whale would be, I would say it could be a former beauty queen, but woman whose rich husband died under mysterious circumstances, and now she just lives in 2023 with a cell phone. It could be a retired Yakuza wife who has the money to blow and doesn't care to struggle for anything. She wants luxury, and it turns out kitten match is a part of that. And she'll throw money at it because she can.
So you have just created an idea which I'm fixated on already, which is kitten match widows.
Exactly. Yes, there are kitten match. There's no doubt in my mind that kitten match widows are out there, and honestly, I hope they're having fun.
I would. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Kitten match widows, come holler at your boy.
Oh no!
Not the call me.
No. Brian's out here he's out here to comfort the kitten match widows. That's what he said.
Kitten match money? Kitten match money, and you're not spending it on yourself first?
What if kitten match is self-care for them, Teagues? We don't know that. I don't know their lives.
I'm just saying that I'm envisioning a world where I'm sitting in the kitten match widow's hot tub, because of course she has a hot tub.
Yeah, of course she has a hot tub.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? Correct.
Right.
She lives somewhere where hot tubs are both necessary and standard.
Yeah.
Okay, so she lives in Hokkaido, right? It's snowing outside.
She lives in not a desert. Yes, this is correct.
Oh, come on. Fuck off. And yes, Hokkaido is not a desert.
Hokkaido is not a desert. This is true. This is known.
It's a winter landscape with great seafood.
Jesus Christ.
In case you're wondering.
Yeah. And I'm just like...
Hatsune Miku is there.
Oh my god.
Jesus, so I'm just sitting in the fucking hot tub with Hatsune Miku, because that's cool.
Oh my god. No, maybe you're not, though. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're just in there with Kitten Match Widow, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of this vision is like, I'm just picturing like, so I'm sitting in the hot tub with Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kid Match Widow's cool with that. And like, I'm cool with that too. And Kitten Match Widow saunters out, right?
Sure.
Saunters out. And she's got like, she's definitely making a face, which is like equal parts general purpose frustration with like just little hints of pouty. And like, she just comes out, robe hanging open, but this isn't sexy time. And she just hands me her phone and says, solve it.
And it's just Kitten Match.
And it's Kitten Match. I just fucking do the level and I hand her phone back to her. She's like, good. And then just walks away.
I mean, we could make that movie.
Expecting you to be like, she hands you her phone and goes, I bet you can't get past level 4.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is amazing. I'm having so much fun.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, like this. I'm now picturing like this like attempted kitten match, like maybe like shaming or this like kitten match, like yeah, I like this whole idea of like, oh, I bet you can't get past level 4, or she keeps on like burning money in kitten match to get to a level she thinks I can't solve,
and then
and
you
then
just
she's like,
solve it.
yeah, and so like she like oh, that's what's happening. The kitten match whale like blows money to get to like level like 125,
Sure.
and then,
Yeah.
like then hands hot tub fella the phone is like, now it's level 126. Can you fucking do it? And I'm like, yeah, I can. Let's go. Like the idea of just like the repeated attempted like humiliation play of kitten match boy.
God, I wonder how long you could do that bit in a movie before it would get old.
Man,
I think
all right.
I think you could do it for like at least 80 minutes.
I tell you what, you find yourself a qualified director
Okay.
and a compelling cast.
Mm-hmm.
I am up for the erotic tension of Kitten Match Widow and Hot Tub Boy, just like this tug of war of wills, where she's like, "I will humiliate you," and he's like, "I want you to humiliate me, make me feel like a bad boy, but you've got to fucking earn it, Kitten Match Mommy. You've got to earn it."
I was about to say I'd watch like the Glass Onion version of that, but now I'm not so sure. You know what? Maybe I need to rethink my casting.
Oh God, Glass Onion's a good pull. Like I'm honestly like I also could say like if we could just like lay maybe a murder mystery plot on top of this and then just like have
like a big character that does this.
Yeah, one
like
of the side characters just keeps coming up like, I bet you can't. Like, I can't get past level 4. I bet you can't either. And then like he solves the thing. And then like she just wanders off for the rest for like
20
another
minutes
20 minutes,
Yeah.
30 minutes maybe, and then comes back like, I'm on level 56 now. I bet you can't beat me. And then it's just like, done. Like,
and then there's Benoit Blanc is just like, it's so dumb. It's so stupid.
Right, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
All right, who plays Kitten Match Widow?
I was thinking Sarandon, but I think that's more of our like conversations. I don't think that's actually a fair casting.
I feel like Kitten Match Widow needs to be incredibly young as to bring into question whether or not she was responsible for the Yakuza guy's death.
Okay. Wait. Oh, fuck. What's her name? Her last name's Sweeney. She was on like Euphoria. Wait, no. Hold on. No, the other girl from Euphoria, not the one that plays Mandy in Euphoria.
You say this like I watch Euphoria.
Fuck. I feel like no. Maybe I was talking to a different Brian. That's on me. I'm sorry. Maddie was played by Alexa Demi.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 ideas for the casting of Kitten Match Widow.
Okay.
One is Julia Garner.
Okay.
The other is Jessica Henwick.
Hold on. Let me just remember what Henwick looks like. Henwick is a better fit than Garner. I like Garner because she's the pedigree. She could do the role, but I like the look of Henwick better for this role.
And Jessica Henwick was in Glass Onion, so like she's already been adjacent to the kind of work we need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can come back as like the character she played before.
Yeah, just same character, but like now she's a Kitten Match Widow.
Yeah,
no,
just in a new scenario for her. You know, same character, but like something's a little different. Something's a little fun. What's going on here? Why are you back? Huh?
She doesn't have to work for Kate Hudson anymore. Jesus.
Oh my god, that's so good. I'm a huge fan actually of this idea.
Okay, Hot Tub Boy. Okay, we've got half our casting done. We just need the Hot Tub Kitten Match expert.
Okay, so I have a choice for Hot Tub Boy. It's a hill I'm willing to die on, but I understand if no one wants to join me there.
Okay.
He's not classically an actor. It'd be like kind of like a crossover thing, but I would cast Charlie Puth as the Hot Tub Boy.
What the fuck is a Charlie Puth? All right. Is this one of those things where I'm not connected to culture?
Maybe. Charlie Puth is a pop star. He's an American singer-songwriter. But he has that face for like the boy that like Henwick would want to try to like embarrass. But it's funny if he's able to play this silly phone game. because he also has the face of someone that would probably know how to play a silly phone game like this.
I am providing for you, Brian, an image in our.
I'm currently now looking at Charlie Puth's Nugget.
Yeah,
I'm on it. I have a couple ideas.
Wait, he was in Furious 7.
That barely counts. I'm sorry.
I mean, but he was though.
I was in Furious 7.
It turns out we were all in Furious 7. Furious 7 was the family we made along the way.
Oh my god.
I live my life one royalty check at a time.
Let's fucking go.
All right, so the two ideas I have are a little unconventional.
Sure.
But I think that when I look deep inside the spirit of Hot Tub Boy,
sure,
I realize that Hot Tub Boy is not necessarily a reflection of youth, but more a reflection of like spirit.
Okay.
So here are my two ideas.
Mm-hmm.
One is Kid Cudi.
Sure. He's already done a role like this. It was like a horror movie or something, right? Like, god damn it. I don't remember what it was, but go ahead. What was why Kid
Jack
Cudi?
Black. Yeah.
Jack Black could also be fun.
Kid Cudi or Jack Black are in the hot tub, at least in my heart.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi, he was like in a horror movie where like he was like on set for like a porno shoot or something, and then like it turned out to be a horror movie. X, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so like I think Kid Cudi could do that again in this movie. That's fine with Jessica Henwick, but he's not. Yeah, that totally works. It's okay.
There we go.
And Jack Black, you can kind of put him in anything, and he'll be fine. Like I'm not worried about Jack Black at all. He knows how to get his check, man.
I just want Jack Black in this movie. I don't care who he plays.
Yeah, right. Just like see what. In fact, don't even give him the script. Just let him hang out.
Exactly. He doesn't need a script. He can just hang out. Everyone else has to play off of Jack Black. Whatever Jack Black wants is where the scene's gonna go. We'll figure it out.
I think he could be like Hot Tub Boy's friend.
Okay.
If you're in too deep, she's gonna figure it out.
Oh man, he's like. Turns out, Kid Cudi is the #1 ranked kitten match player in like the world or something.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Like, at some point, she's gonna know who Mbop 9925 is.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay. So I'm playing Monster Hunter now, which is a different mobile game.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not HR now.
Playing mobile games.
Yeah, I mean we play mobile games. Like I play some from time to time. But this one I was interested in because it's a Pokemon Go like that has a little more to do.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a Capcom Niantic joint or whatever. So like they're involved, and it uses the same technology. You know, there's overworld locations based on foot traffic where like stuff pops up and you can go and interact with the stuff. And the things that you do are fight monsters, either like, you know, the standard like little creeps that run around, or like the boss monsters that like a quest would be oriented around, or you gather resources that you use to upgrade your gear, essentially. And the gameplay thing feels like a bite-sized chunk of Monster Hunter instead of like, you know, like a 15 to 30 minute hunt where you stalk a monster and fight it or whatever. I guess maybe if you're literally walking, it could turn into like a 15-minute thing, depending on how far you have to go. But the spawns seem pretty okay right now. And you basically, when you enter combat with the monster, my experience has been like a 10 to 30 second experience where like you attack the monster, it tries to attack you, and like you have the ability to dodge in like a 2-dimensional space, you know, like left, right, back, forward, and whatnot. And the monster's pretty obvious tells when it's going to attack. And if you are, you know, like in Pokemon Go, where if you risk getting hit, but like you dodge at the last possible moment, you gain a bit more offense. You could deal a bit more damage. But all your fights are super quick, as far as I can tell. Like even at the earliest level, maybe there's a wall where like they're going to try to fight people into like paying for stuff or whatever. I'm not there yet. I have unlocked group hunts, the ability to build a party to like fight together consistently, and the ability to use like special techniques with the weapons, which are things that are kind of in the initial game. I don't know how I feel about those being unlockable, because I think like in Monster Hunter, the idea is that this is Sword and Shield. You can do all the things that a Sword and Shield can do right now. You don't have to like level it to like get more skills. It just does more damage or whatever. But so far, it seems good. It's an excuse to walk a bit more. And, because I work from home now, I don't actually walk as much as I used to. So I'm giving it a shot. I'll let you know how I feel in a couple months.
Prayers up. Because Niantic and Monster Hunter are both things that I'm suspicious of. So
that makes some sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So combining them together, like I'm just worried that at some point they're going to come out with some like accessory, and be like, now for the ideal Monster Hunter Now experience, we've released new Monster Hunter Now taser underwear. When you reach the location with where the Yargamuth is, it'll tase your balls. Like,
oh my god.
Fight the Yargamuth.
Okay, so I know we've talked about your experience with Monster Hunter World, so like I have context for that at the very least. What makes you suspicious about Niantic?
The thing that makes me suspicious about Niantic is that like the fundamental backbone of their business model is literally just like making people congregate where advertisers have given them money.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Yeah, and like since part of the background of the like the part of the backbone of the experience of Monster Hunter is like sustained fighting that when it goes poorly can border on suffering.
Sure.
Like they basically need to like make people stand outside of a Target and suffer. And like, man, that seems bad.
No, I get that. But I guess to that particular point, unlike, classic Monster Hunter, where like fighting something is an ordeal, it takes a while to do. At the very least, I'm not sure about the difficulty curve because, again, I'm familiar with Monster Hunter, but it doesn't look like fights take long. Like the longest I've been in a fight in Monster Hunter, like to date, in like the week that it's been out or whatever, is 30 seconds.
Okay.
Like not a single bit longer.
One thing I can say is that like if I look at the arc of history as it relates to Pokemon Giggity Go,
sure,
is that like a lot of the initial complaints from users were about how it did not feel enough like legitimate Pokemon.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so one of the ways that Niantic adjusted over time was to like do more things that make it feel real to users.
Okay.
They're like now this, like, and there's still stuff which is like they never really moved from because it was like fundamental to their business model, like fucking like buying packs of berries and shit like that. But they definitely did do things to make it feel like Pokemon over the time. And I can't help but wonder if there's going to be some guy in a room with a whiteboard with a focus group. And like his like little focus group is just like sitting there like anxiously eating their free bags of Frito-Lays. Go like, yeah, I need to suffer more. I went to the Target. It didn't feel bad enough. And the guy like exits the room with his focus group data and says, guys, they want to feel bad. They want to feel bad. It's okay. We can make them feel worse. I am hoping, but also not hoping, that Monster Hunter Now creates a new feel worse button.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see. So again, prayers up. Hope it like exceeds my expectations. Don't hurt Rocky, everybody. Don't hurt him. Or at least just hurt him as much as he wants.
I can't believe you just hit him with the thoughts and prayers. Like
No, Tegan, but these are like this isn't gun control. This is Monster Hunter.
If you give the monster a gun, it becomes about gun control.
Actually, I feel like there are a couple monsters that have guns, but they weren't that bad.
Jesus fucking Christ, this video game. The Gargamel does not have any assault rifle.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's DLC number 4, baby.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah, hopefully, like, it contributes to my health, which is kind of the point I was doing. Like, I fell off of Pokemon Go because, like, I felt like there wasn't enough to do, personally. And I know that there are a lot of people that are very happy with the level of activity that like Pokemon Go asks of people. Monster Hunter now seems to ask for a little bit more, and it feels comfortable at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. But it's kind of like my mobile phone is just mostly things that I do to like kind of take care of myself. Like that's why Pokemon Sleep is there, you know?
I've wondered to myself, what could Niantic do to make me be tempted to be involved in their bullshit?
Okay.
And I have thought, because part of Niantic's model is gathering people together, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's part of it.
So what if there was a Niantic model which involved gathering 7 people together outside of a Kentucky Fried Chicken in order to get a space vessel simulator back to the Greendale campus?
Are you saying you want to play Community Go?
I specifically want to play a Community Go, which is based on the episode Basic Rocket Science.
Right.
Yeah. And I want like the hateful Colonel Sanders to like yell at me from my phone. Like you are going to die. Like I want my phone to have a little like 8-bit Atari VCS. Colonel Sanders like tell me that I'm just not going to make it. Brian Cartwright, you are going to die.
I don't know if I can confirm a KFC branded mission, although I'm not going to rule it out, but I do think that is the general vibe of the Shin Megami Tensei Niantic Pokemon Go clone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking. Oh.
That came out like a year ago. I played it for, maybe about like 2 weeks. And, I wasn't hooked. Eventually I just stopped logging in, and that was the whole thing.
I mean, admittedly, you are going to die is just the vibe of Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
It
really is, yeah.
Yeah, it really is just like Colonel Sanders like yelling at you for
right. And again, there might be a KFC collab. I don't know. Like they like working with Japanese companies. Like they work with fucking Square Enix for Final Fantasy 14 collabs like every fucking year.
Jeez, I will never get over. I will fucking never get over. In Shin Megami Tensei 4, like when you die enough, it eventually presents you the option to the "so you've died so much" like DLC, which you can't buy until you die enough.
Yeah. And to be fair, they did fix that in Apocalypse. Apocalypse, you can buy it right away.
But the thing I fucking remember is like they're like, so they present you with the "fuck you, you die enough" DLC, and then they're like, okay, now you can buy the "fuck you, you've died enough" DLC. I'm like, oh, thank God. And I remember buying it for $4.
Yeah.
And then I started playing the thing which is supposed to help you like bank experience to level up your fucking little demon shits and yourself. And
yeah.
And the fucking "so you've died too much" DLC is also stupid Shin Megami Tensei hard. And I'm like, oh, fuck you, video game. Fuck you. Like, but congrats, you got $4 more from me. Like, Shin Megami Tensei 4 is like, and I know I've said this before on the podcast, and for long time listeners, I'm so sorry, has the unqualified honor of being the only video game that I have purchased box editions of and then sold in anger 4 times.
4 times?
Yes, like I will buy Shin Megami Tensei 4 and be like, all right, this looks like a good time. And I buy it and just like it just like fucking beats me up so much. And I'm like, oh my God, video game, like suffering. And then I sell it. And I go like, man. And then and I will tell you how it always happens, Rocky. I'll be sitting alone, sad, and it's like 3 a.m. And I'll be like, fuck it, Shin Megami Tensei 4. And I go find the cheapest place I can buy a sealed copy. Right. I want the experience of unboxing a new copy of Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Yeah.
And then I go find a sealed copy of SMT4 and buy it again. And then I get angry again. And I sell it again. And I currently own a copy, and it's my 4th copy.
Correct. Next time you pick up Shin Megami Tensei 4 and you start to struggle, just fucking call me, man. Like, seriously, we'll get you through the game.
Never trust a game you only want to play after 3 a.m.
Like Shin Megami Tensei 4 is like I know I am in fucking crisis if I pick up Shin Megami Tensei 4. Like,
Jesus Christ, man. Okay, man.
Your crisis video game. Tell us now in the comment section of wherever this is.
God, that is a good. You know, like, and the thing is like, I guess I've got 2 different crisis video games. I've got the one which is like, I guess 3. One which is the one which is like designed for like self-harm, one which is designed for self-care, and then this is the one which is like designed for like just like pure comfort and retreating into nostalgia. Like pure comfort retreating into nostalgia one is Super Mario World. Because I definitely remember like young, lots of times when I was like being like punished by my mother, and she would like take away my SNES cartridges and be like, "Mom, you think I don't know where the SNES cartridges are hidden?" And like whenever she would be like go out, with Aaron for something, Aaron being my sister, whenever she would go out, I would like go grab Super Mario World, be like, "Okay, all right, time to chip away at Vanilla Dome," that kind of thing. But the one which is just like current, pure, like self-care is just like, load up Hitman, go murder a motherfucker in some hilarious and elegant way. I'd be like, oh, okay. Everything makes sense. There's order that I understand. Yep. This is what happens when you poison a man's food. This is what happens. But when I feel bad and I want to feel worse, it's Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Oh my god.
Do that to yourself. Why would you do that?
Tegan, I think that like self-flagellation and self-harm is like a very relatable thing.
Sure.
Like,
yeah, it's probably relatable, but I don't know why you'd do that to yourself.
I don't know. When I was
I can understand it's a relatable thing and also be like, but why though?
Yeah. I guess the answer to that question is, I mean, if you want to, is you get into a headspace where you think you don't deserve to feel good, and you're like, I don't deserve to feel good, so therefore I will now make myself feel worse.
I mean, I get that. I know, like I had a habit of like intentionally failing my responsibilities when I felt bad, and like because I needed the negative feedback in the world to tell me, hey, dude, you need to shape up, and I was like, oh, okay. But I don't know, man. Like, it doesn't change much. You know what I mean? Like, if you need, I realized at some point that I just need to get better at telling myself to shape up. And I've seen some success. I'm not going to say it's a perfect system because it's not. Sometimes it doesn't fucking work. But like, I've gotten better at it. At least that's my experience.
And I guess like there are things which can be like result. Okay, so like, okay, welcome to the abstract section of Impossible Coin.
The Impossible Coin podcast show. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
No, we're not, because this is we do what we fucking want here. But like talking about like the idea of like, I just want to like wander into the idea of like shaping up for a second.
Sure.
Because like sometimes you feel bad, and there's things that you can do to like feel less bad. But like 2 thoughts on that. Like one, so like we only really like start to like do these things to feel better once we're able to use these tools.
Sure.
Right. And so like I think I might fundamentally reject the idea of shaping up in most cases.
Okay.
Because let's say somebody's like, oh, okay, I feel bad because I don't do my laundry enough.
Okay.
And it's like, well, then you might have like some like issues with like executive function, and there could be barriers to doing the laundry.
Sure.
And you're like, what? And you're like, oh, I'm a piece of shit because I don't do the laundry enough. And it's like, well, buddy, no, like you need the tools, you need the resources in order to do the laundry. So like this is an issue. This isn't an issue of like shaping up. Like, does this make sense?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. And then the other thing is that like sometimes there are things that make us feel bad that we cannot materially impact through like some like change in our behavior.
Sure.
Because the thing that like upsets us, the thing that makes us like feel the way we do, isn't necessarily like the reflection of an incomplete task on our part.
Sure.
Like a good example is like the reason that we did not record last weekend is one of the things that I was like kind of like working on and sitting with last weekend was dealing with the anniversary of my mother's passing.
Mm-hmm.
And like dealing with my mother's passing isn't something which like is a reflection of like an incomplete task. It's just a thing that like makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
I guess because again, like in that particular scenario, right? Like last week we didn't record, but what we did instead is that we gave you space and you took space for yourself. You know what I mean? And so like I agree that shaping up is not a 100% answer to like most of your problems, but I know one thing that helps generally is taking space when you need it. And like, taking space to harm yourself is exactly the same thing, but taking space helps a lot more than like harming yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, right. And tune into a future episode where we start to talk about the qualitative difference between helpful and good pain and bad pain. But that's not this episode.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Jesus. Definitely not the podcast I envisioned 7 years ago. But it's good. It's fun. I like it. I like it. I'm going to say this very sincerely. What were we talking about again?
The game I play when I'm sad is Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar, because there's nothing like hearing the song I Saw Three Ships Come Sailing In as the actual legitimate opening theme to a Harvest Moon game. It gives a kind of unique joy. And also everyone in that game is wearing a stupid hat. And I have the opportunity to run my own successful business in a tiny farming town, which is always very fun. When we know I cannot go outside for longer than 15 minutes at a time without getting horribly, horribly sunburned.
Jeez.
I get to live out my entire self-fulfilling fantasy of going outside and doing things. Ugh. I'm just very ginger. It's fine.
Fair enough.
If I remember my sunblock, if I know I'm going to be outside for more than 15 minutes, I will sunblock appropriately with my SPF 50 very nice stuff. But if it's a surprise more than 15 minutes outside, I am very upset the next day. And also 6 hours later. Yay.
Sorry, you've been cursed by the sun, Teeks.
It's okay. They just know that I would be too powerful if I could also exist outside for extended periods of time.
I hear that. So, Teeks, what else have you been up to?
I am very good at sleeping, it turns out.
Oh, yeah?
Did you know this? I know I've bragged about it before on the show, been so it turns out I have no struggles with sleeping. Well, Pokemon Sleep agrees with me.
Okay.
I'm so good at sleeping.
Uh-huh.
I fed my Snorlax lunch today, just a little bit ago. And now my Snorlax is already at Master 1. I'm very pleased with my progress.
Oh, you're a Pokemon Sleeping Master now. Okay.
Yes, Pokemon Sleeping Master. I take an average of 7 minutes to fall asleep. That's my average time to fall asleep. It's very nice. I like it's weird to know that this is a thing that I am good at. But the thing is, much like, you take your Fitbit, you can take your Fitbit data to your doctor, and they can read something about it. I was like, oh, I started using the sleep tracking app. And my doctor in my yearly visit was like, oh yeah, let me see. And she looked in and she goes, oh, interesting. And I was like, what's that? And she goes, well, most people don't fall asleep that fast. And I was like, oh. She's like, a lot of people seem to take longer than that to fall asleep. So that's interesting. And I was like, neat. Is it bad? And she was like, no, it's good. And I was like, cool. She says it means all the things that I like, whatever I do, whatever my like routine is before bed, it's working because when I lay down to go to sleep, I just go to sleep and I don't spend a lot of time like adjusting or whatever. Yeah. Neato. Good for me. Pokemon Sleep's fun. I like seeing my I saw my first Mr. Lil Mime Jr. today.
I think I saw that actually.
Yeah, they just added him like a week ago or in this last week. And I saw my first one. Very cute.
Did you befriend it?
I did befriend it. It gave me, I think, so I just gave it a regular Poke Biscuit, not the bonus biscuit. And it gave me extra hearts for it. So I think because it was my first time seeing the Pokemon and it was a new Pokemon, like to the game, they gave the regular Poke Biscuits like a boost. If that makes sense.
I know that, you mean like it like tripled the effect, right?
It wasn't hungry though. It didn't have the hungry mark on it because the hungry mark usually triples the effect.
I know I know hungry has a higher chance of doing it, but it's always a dice roll. It may be higher for like new pokes. I honestly don't know. But I do know that like there's always a chance for it to triple.
And it does seem like, as far as what I can tell, every time a shiny Pokemon shows up, the shiny Pokemon is hungry, like 100% of the time.
Hell yeah! I haven't seen any shinies yet. I think
I have seen 2, and I caught them both. So,
hell yeah!
They are my friends now. They live in my box. Mostly because they don't have any berries that, like, the Snorlax that I'm training likes.
I like sentences that sound like they could be said in an entirely different tone of voice and sound incredibly menacing.
Oh, yeah?
Like, they're my friends now. They live in my box. Yeah, that sounds like that could be real bad.
That's like some shit that some small child is gonna say coming out of the FNAF movie, you know?
Jesus, no.
Now and then just put him in a box and what? Hello?
Oh no. Also, man, just buckle up and get ready to start have a whole bunch of conversations about what type of dude Scott Cawthorn is. Scott Cawthon. Like, because I'm seeing all these people are like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go see Five Nights at Freddy's. And I'm like, hey, do you know who has a screenwriting credit on it? Do you know who still gets tons of money from this? Oh, okay. So you already ethically don't consume Harry Potter. Well, let me let you in on what's going on with the Five Nights at the Freddy's.
I have great news. I'm probably gonna end up watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie in 1,500 parts over TikTok. You know, or maybe I'll be lucky and I'll stumble upon the one person who's doing a live where they are just streaming the movie in its entirety, you know, on repeat all day.
Exciting.
That's how I consumed the Mario Brothers movie, not gonna lie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what? Whatever works.
I gotta tell you, like, I have been considering staring into the Heart of Darkness and watching the Mario Brothers movie as it is now on Peacock. And I figure, like, fuck it, I guess I should just do it.
They did a good job with the set dressing, and the soundtrack. Like, both of those things are, like, I want to say the non-80s soundtrack is very good. There is no reason for Mario to be in the movie at all, though. Which is an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice for the Mario movie. You know, but Mario doesn't have to be there. Mario really is just along for the ride until, like, the last 20 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
Oh. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. 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 I should just watch the fucking Mario picture. I guess.
Just watch it. It'll be fun.
Yeah, just watch it.
Especially if it's on a service that you're already paying money for. Like, you're not going to be giving them extra money to see the movie. Like, it may as well. It's already there.
Yep.
They already paid to have you watch it. You know?
Yeah. And I I definitely maintain the Peacock, so that way I can watch bio whenever I want. So
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah, you could do a palate cleanse with a better movie.
yeah, and they even have some of those on Peacock.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So maybe I do it. Do I stare into the heart of darkness today?
Why not?
I mean, any number of reasons.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's so I don't think it's gonna make you feel sad if that is a concern. Like, you know,
I don't think that sad is like.
it's not gonna make you feel like there is a downfall in cinema as a whole.
No. My concern is more that it's gonna make me feel angry.
Oh no, I don't think it'll make you feel angry. I think you'll just be like, wow, yeah, that was a movie for kids. It's not gonna make you feel good the way the Sonic movie did, where you're like, hey, someone knows how to really like do something with a video game franchise. This isn't that movie. But it is absolutely like a movie that if you sit down and like turn your brain off and just like munch on some popcorn, like you're not gonna feel bad about it. Yeah.
You said a warning phrase. You said a warning phrase.
What is it? Turn your brain off?
That's the warning phrase.
Why is that a warning phrase?
Like this idea that like part of the instructions for the enjoyment of something be like, yeah, like just make sure that you like intellectually disconnect and deassociate. Just like
it's not like that. I don't want you as someone who enjoys video games to hyperfixate on like looking for all the video game Easter eggs in the film. I don't want you to like spend the time hunting and nitpicking at it because like it is a film primarily aimed at children that the pacing of the movie is entirely dependent on a child's attention span. And so you don't have to think about it too hard. You know, it's not one that's meant for like critical acclaim. It's one that is made to entertain children for, an hour and a half. It's not for like adult video game fans. It's not one of those like there's something in it for everyone. It's like, nope, this is for kids. This is made for kids. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so two thoughts. One, I'm thinking of like the mountains and mountains and mountains of movies that are made for kids that are like indisputably made for kids.
Yeah.
But are not piles of shit.
Yeah. This isn't a pile of shit. It's just something that a parent could reliably have on in the background and not worry about it scarring their children for life.
Okay, but like
this isn't like Secrets of Nim or Fern Gully or something like that. No Brave Little Toaster going on here.
Okay, but like you just named 3 good movies.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, it's not that. Don't look for that. Don't expect that.
But is it too much to ask a children's movie to like have something going on under the hood?
No, but that's not what they were doing.
Yeah, that's not what they were doing, and I don't want you to go in there thinking that maybe it's there somewhere if you look for it, because it's not.
Sonic the Hedgehog managed to fucking have something going on under the hood.
Well, they really wanted to do it, and the Mario movie were very clear about not really wanting to do that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then isn't the Mario movie then like active? Okay, so there, I guess there's
really bad, and it's not doing anything detrimental to the brand.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I don't care if it does anything detrimental to the brand.
I know.
Okay.
I don't care because I do not work for Nintendo. Mm-hmm. I am not here to like protect and like enshrine the profitability of some like corporate product. But I'm instead thinking about like some fucking kid who has just been handed an iPad because their fucking dad wants to go cry in the laundry room.
I mean, we could say the same thing happened for parents handing a Mario game to their child. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Ooh.
Man.
Say like the Sonic the Sonic games media always has like had an underlying something else going on, where like the Mario, the 2D platformer style Mario games haven't really had like a deeper thing going on underneath them. And so maybe that is also part of the difference in like the franchises and like how they've chosen to like be expressed during their life cycles, but
I feel like the Nintendo company has been very clear about saying that there isn't really anything special going on underneath the hood of like Mario lore. Like
or any of their properties, they're very adamant about that. They're like,
right, even to the point of saying that, like, hey, even if you see things going on, it's a play. Like, it's sometimes we let you see the strings in Super Mario 3 or whatever, but like it's all like a performance. There's nothing deeper. There is no deep lore. Just hang out. And like I know, like I can hear Gotta screaming at me right now, but like I personally understand Nintendo who has like saying like, hey, we're not trying to make this big story. We're trying to make a thing to entertain people. And I think that's all they did with the movie. And I don't think they wanted to swing for anything higher than that. I think they could have. I don't even think it would have been hard, but I think that that's something that they're really adamant about, and that's what it turned out as.
Yep. I think that even when you don't necessarily like swing for the fences, like you're still at bat, which means that you're still producing something like which has artistic intent.
Yeah, and I think they were just like they were trying to get on base. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the artistic intent here is, can we transfer the feeling of playing Mario into a movie format? And the answer was yes. But it's also like early level Mario, not anything challenging. You know, this is like World 1-1 Mario.
So this is not the sensation of, like, say, playing the level Tubular from Super Mario World.
Absolutely
right,
not.
Exactly. No, not at all.
Shout outs to Tubular.
What up?
Yeah.
You don't even get to jump on a Yoshi. This is how World 1-1 it is. You know?
Like, Yoshi is literally in level 1-2.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yoshi will be in the sequel movie that they're going to make. But
good.
Yoshi is not in this movie.
I'm very excited to purchase more products.
I have great news. It'll probably come to Peacock, and then you won't have to pay any extra money to view
I'm
the
so
second
excited
movie.
to wait for more products.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh man.
Can we get Mario riding a peacock? Like, let's go. Let's wait. There we go. God. Or Mario in a peacock suit. Ooh.
I mean, we're already getting Elephant Mario. It's only a matter of time.
Jesus. All right, so there's a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of TV shows.
This is also true.
Yes. And some of them aren't even American Horror Story.
Yeah, who cares?
Some of them are American Horror Story : One Piece. Available on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Rocky, I've seen a lot of people yelling very loudly
Sure.
about how live action One Piece is good.
Mm-hmm.
And I also know that the internet is incapable of communicating anything other than hyperbole now.
Okay.
Like, and I think that's fair. Like, I see so much like everything is the best thing ever or everything's the worst thing ever. Like,
I'm not touching it. I'm just looking at it. What do you want to say?
Yeah. And I'm just wondering: are these people talking about how great live action One Piece is overselling it because they don't know how to communicate that it's okay?
Okay.
It's more than okay.
I can take this one, actually.
Sure, go ahead, Teeks.
As someone who does not watch One Piece, has no horse in this race.
Okay.
Okay. Like, we know Rocky loves One Piece. No offense, Rocky.
Fantastic. No, Tika, that makes you like a perfect for answering this question.
One Piece, the One Piece live action, was made by a bunch of people who deeply care about the franchise and care about communicating the joys of that franchise to the audience who may or may not be familiar with it. They took a lot of time to make sure that the practical effects fit in with the universe. They spent a lot of time building ships, real ships, as set pieces so that they didn't have a bunch of actors acting on green screen stages. They specifically did the casting to match the visions of the creator for what they had when designing these characters. So everyone is more or less racially accurate to their character design. The script was written by people who have a deep familiarity with the franchise as a whole and have made selective cuts to make sure that the scripting still flows for the amount of media that they're trying to cover in one season, and they end the season in such a way that if you want to pick up where it is in the manga or in the anime, you can, but also that it is a contained piece on its own. So if Netflix chooses to cancel the show in its entirety, you're not left with a cliffhanger.
Okay.
I think it is good. I don't know that it's like amazing, but I am willing to say that objectively it is good.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, thank you, Tegan.
Yeah, no problem. Rocky could go into like more detail, I'm sure, because like Rocky has the passion behind it. But I think objectively the One Piece show is good.
Rocky, do you have anything to say about the One Piece?
Yeah, the One Piece live action is good. That's what it is. It's faithful to the creation. They made changes because it's not, shot for shot, because otherwise we'd be watching 82 episodes of One Piece, and they didn't have that kind of time. But they basically cut stuff that is probably actually filler and chose the character introductions in a way that you feel like you can connect with them, that you understand the initial 5 Straw Hats and how they came to become a pirate crew while being faithful to the original bits, earnestly in introducing you to their stories and like their motivations and everything. And it feels good. It's a good live action. Like it's up there with the Phoenix Wright adaptation, actually, which I think is one of the best besides the one that I don't want to mention on this podcast.
Oh, okay. There's a live action Phoenix Wright that people can go watch?
Yeah, it's a movie. It's very good.
Is his hair big?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It covers the events of the first game with like the initial like boat murder and like where they exonerate Miles Edgeworth.
There it is. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I should... Yeah, his hair is big. Wow.
Why would I lie to you about that?
No. I'm not thinking you'd lie, Rocky. I'm just saying that, like, also, like, the bigness of hair is subjective. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's a big ass hair.
It's like, would I exaggerate about the hair being large?
I don't think that he would necessarily exaggerate. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. The live action Ace Attorney movie is directed by Takashi Miike?
Yes.
What in the shit fuck Christ motherfucks?
Fucking hold that, Brian. Hold that shit for real.
Easy, free.
Why did I not receive a memo that the Ace Attorney movie was directed by Takashi Miike?
To be honest, I didn't know if you'd care.
Takashi Miike is a real one. Oh my god, audition rules. Happiness the Katakuri's fucking excellent. Ichi the Killer, fantastic.
True, yeah.
Oh my god. Gozu, 10 out of 10. Oh my, wait. Fucking he did Ace. Oh, I guess there's my afternoon. Jesus. Sorry, everyone. I'm busy reeling at the idea of Ace Attorney directed by Takashi Miike.
It's your business, man. Actually. Okay, Teeks. No, go ahead, Ryan.
I was going to say, I was about to say, like, it looks like we are slowly winding toward a conversation about the fucking Nintendo Direct. Do we want to do it?
I don't know. I have other stuff I want to talk about.
All right. Yeah, I see something about you retiring here.
Yeah, I'm retiring from ranked League of Legends. I feel great about it.
Exciting.
Is it because you did the thing, or it's because you said, fuck it, I've had enough?
No, because I did the thing.
You did free. The thing?
Yeah. As of last Friday, I am a gold attack damage carry player of League of Legends in the year 2023. And as promised, in exchange for reaching my goal, I will never play ranked League of Legends again.
We did it!
Yeah, true.
I say we, I didn't do anything. I believed. That's all I did.
It was helpful, instrumental even. Oh man, but like I got better at the game slowly but surely, and then I got to a point where instead of trying to force a win, I just stopped losing, and that felt a lot better. It was a lot easier to navigate those spaces because once I realized that I was good enough to hang, I just needed to be patient enough to let my opponents fuck up, and then I put together a 5-game win streak and got out of fucking silver.
Nothing like stopping losing.
That's the thing, Brett. It's not that people don't love winning. It's that they don't hate to lose. And if you cultivate a hatred for losing, you'll rise to the top. That's the truth.
Rocky.
Uh-huh.
Rocky.
What up?
Rocky.
Uh-huh.
You were dangerously close to writing an FGC self-help book.
I mean, it's not going to help anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, they'd be like page one. They're like, you bought this book. That was your first mistake. Like, you walked into the
Oh, man. The good news is I don't have to play. Now I can play League of Legends for fun. Like, when my friends want to hang out and play some League of Legends, I'm like, okay, cool. And that's fine. And I don't have to think about, like, my habits or, like, what I'm trying to learn and any of the other stuff. Like, now I can just play. I don't have to think about it.
I am currently engaged in a fool's task.
Okay.
So I mentioned that Hearthstone, a video game, has rolled out like this new mode called Twist.
Right.
Rocky, I am actually playing ranked in both standard and Twist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that sounds like something you do. How's that going for you?
Exactly as you expect.
Oh, my condolences.
Yep, that's fair. The thing that you're saying is real. So,
I mean, Brian, you heard the man. Just stop losing.
I mean,
that's apparently all you have to do is just stop losing.
Well, no. Okay, so like that's the thing. Like, there's a long list of things that I had to learn how to do. Like, for example, last week I talked about just a tool that was in the game designed to allow me to play better that I hadn't used in 8 years, and I just started using it, and then I figured out how it worked, and then I'm like, oh, this makes a lot more sense. This feels like the way I'm kind of supposed to play the game, and then I also played 3 to 4 games a day for 9 months, maybe 10, I think. And also I kept track of individual patch notes and ways to exploit them and new dimensions of play.
Yep.
I isolated my particular gameplay style so that my champion list was 2 champions out of 126. And I played those 2 champions almost exclusively the whole time. So now I can play with these 2 champions with fucking 1 true pairing or whatever. Yep. And then I learned a lot more about macro and knowing when to be where. And I got to a point where I could start visualizing what my opponents were starting to do it before they know they were going to do it. So I could show up in places they didn't think I would be and capitalize on it. And that took a long time to do. And then once I started figuring out those things, I thought I was hot shit for a while. And I was like, I'm going to go do something crazy. And we'd still end up losing the game. So now I can just look at this stuff. Oh, they're doing that? Okay, cool. I'll be there in 40 seconds when my whole team shows up. And then that works. And then, played around my team. And if you look at my last 5 games, I wasn't the hero in any of them. But I know I had more gold than my opponent. I know that I was in places where they wanted me to be, and I was places where my opponent did not want me to be, and we won games because of it. But that is a slow and tumultuous process that ultimately ended with the advice of stop losing. But, first I had to be a person that could win first, I guess.
Jesus.
Okay, so step one is really be a person who can win.
Yeah.
Which I think Brian is already there.
I believe that. Yeah. And then you just got to stop making mistakes and then capitalize on your opponent's mistakes. There was like a good 2 months where I was just fluctuating because I was not making mistakes at all. But I wasn't doing anything about my opponents. I was just trying to hope that if I played perfectly, everything would fall into order. And I just had to make sure that their fuck ups really hurt. And that made my games a lot easier to play, actually. That's a whole other thing.
I love this. The how do you say ranked?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very different experience in Standard and Twist. So basically, what they did in Twist this season is say, okay, look, everything which is a card which is currently in Wild is legal. None of the new expansions which are legal in Standard are legal. So it's like all of these old expansion sets, plus they rolled out a new expansion set which went straight to Wild and Twist, never even passed through Standard.
Right.
And they're designed this expansion set is designed to capitalize on some of the possible interactions that currently exist within Twist. And so I'm currently running Death Rattle Jade Rogue,
Okay.
which is this really weird archetype in Twist, and it's just I'm finding that my brain has to be in entirely different places to play Standard or Twist because the expectations the needs for both are very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's suffering. But what can I say? I love it against my better judgment.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And just for everyone keeping track at home, currently with the Standard, I'm currently toiling in gold, and with Twist, I am 2 games away from Diamond.
Okay.
So yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. It's a whole thing.
For sure.
Yeah. Man. Goddamn. So now we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct.
We do have other business.
Cool.
Teeks hasn't talked about anything on our list except for Pokemon Sleep.
Oh, jeez. Tegan, hit us. Hit us.
Sorry, I had to step away to cough. What?
Teeks, what else have you been playing?
Tell us about things on your list.
Oh, my list. Okay. I am struggling.
Okay.
Fair.
Splatoon is kicking my ass.
Splatoon's kind of wild still. Yeah.
How am I bad? I started this game and I was so good, and now I'm in my I suck era.
Who told you that?
I did. Here's the thing.
Okay.
It's not because I'm in the I have to learn how to not lose thing. That's where I am.
Okay.
Because I'm doing everything right? You watch me play while you play with me.
Yep.
So I ink turf like it's nobody's business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll still lose. Why? It's not my fault, but apparently I am not doing the math correctly, I need to re-triangulate exactly where I'm messing up. And I think it's mostly dying too much.
Sure.
And I think the thing I need to do to change that mostly is adjust my build.
Okay.
But that requires having a build that's more than just, I don't know, this stuff looks good and like the fashion is okay.
Well, I mean, the good news is that the way Splatoon works, you can put any skills on any gear. It just you got to have the bits for it. And that's all it is.
You can put almost any skills on any gear.
I mean, like there are like limits for like, headgear, chest, and like boots or whatever. Yeah. Like you can put like one of those special things on one of those, but like outside of that, like it's free.
Outside of that, it's mostly free flow kind of thing. You just gotta make sure you got a kit that you like. And while I have a kit that I like for like my standard shooters, my problem comes in with specifically like Splatfest fits. Okay. And which is, hard to predict because we have different problems with Splatfest than we do with regular game.
Well, I mean,
but also my desire to learn new weapons without having a kit for them, and I don't have a kit for them yet because I don't know how they play.
Okay.
And I don't want to look up forum shit because, like, that's no fun.
You gotta look at the meta.
I don't want to look at the meta. I don't want to wear the same thing every other heavy Splatling player is wearing.
Okay, one, you don't have to do that. That's not what that means. That's like, what it feels like. Looking at again, I was so upset when I actually found out what meta actually is. Like, meta is an acronym. Did you guys know this shit?
No.
Like, meta is an acronym meaning the most effective tactic available. That's what it is. That's what like the meta describes. And so like it's definitely an aggregate of a bunch of people trying shit until they realize that this is the simplest way to win, like in whatever you're doing, right? But like it's not prescriptive. It can't be because it's an aggregate, right? And like just because it's like the most effective, like that could be like how Splatfest works, where like the difference between like a team winning a category is like 0.1%. Like that's not significant in any like real like statistical way. It's just how it shakes out. And so like, like you should know what's going on in the meta. You should be like aware of the conversation, but like you don't have to be defined by it. In fact, like people who understand it usually aren't. Like they have answers for the meta, which you should. You should definitely have an answer for whatever is going on out there, but like you don't have to become it. There's no good reason to, usually. Like sometimes there's some real skewed stuff, like for example, like in Smash Bros, when like there were a couple of characters that had like 60% like tournament win rates. That was insane. But like outside of that, it's generally everyone's game. You just got to know what the game, you got to understand the game that you're playing. And I don't know, Teeks, I don't know if you should really kick yourself about Splatfest. Because I mean, like,
oh, they're impossible. This last one. So this last Splatfest was the Idol Splatfest. It was which member of Deep Cut do you like the best? Essentially, the actual theme was like who would make the best leader between Shiver, Fry, and Big Man. It was the 1 year anniversary Splatfest. And Shiver won, and Shiver won hard as usual with the popular vote. Not so hard with the actual like battle votes. But with the popular vote specifically, Shiver got 50% of the vote. And I don't know how much of that is Shiver is the most popular idol, and how much of that is people are tired of losing on every other team.
I mean, I get that.
Shiver's won 6 Splatfests, 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, 5 in a row now. She's won 6 Splatfests total. Fry's won 1, and Big Man has won 2. Like, it's not balanced the way that the wins are happening.
I mean, that's true.
And it's hard to tell, especially when, like, the battle parts are so close. Like, it's really hard to tell how much of that is people are tired of losing and how much of that is, like, everyone actually really likes Sugar.
It's just really close. Like, Brian, if you like, I posted an image in this chat, right? Okay. And it shows like the percentage breakdowns of like the various categories that were won, with the exception of like the popularity contest, which is votes, right? Which Shiver won by a landslide. Everything else is like hilariously close. Like if this was an actual election, they would recall these results and make people do the Splatfest again, Tegan. Like, I know. Like, that's what I mean. Like it's a dice roll that you can't control. And like, I don't know if it's worth like tying your like actual like perception of skill to it. That's what I mean.
And I'm like, Splatfest is like its own problem, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I'm working very hard to keep separate from like the rest of it, because like, no, like I'll go into Splatfest, I'll ink 1,500 and I'll still fucking lose. And I know that's not on me.
Right.
Like, you know, but like I go into regular battles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I ink 1,200, you know, and the rest of my team is inking 900 and we're losing. And I don't know why. And I understand that like fundamentally it's because our team is spending more time down than the other team, especially in the last couple minutes, like the last 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And I don't know how to fix that. And part of that is like, because I play a regular shooter, right? And I play specifically guns that fire in the most straight line possible, with the exception of the regular Aerospray. I'm mostly focused on what's in front of me and not what the rest of my team is doing, which is a problem.
Okay.
As I work to switch to either sniper or heavy splatling, neither of those are inking weapons. So I have to change my playstyle completely into full support and also full like targeting other players, which is traditionally not where I thrive. I thrive in no one knows I'm here. Ha 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 ha. Let me just run around, you know, and then as soon as I get spotted, I'm like, oh no, and then I'm dead. You know? But instead, my goal in this time is to like stay in sight, keep you in line of sight, and also hit you. And I'm bad at all of those things.
Then I don't know. What about like, or like preparing like, or like improving your escape tech? You know, like there are weapons that are designed to get out of sticky situations. I play a build that's like high resistance, so like usually I stay in people's faces, or if they try to catch me, it's like, no, you didn't, and it's like, how did you not die? It's like, because I have like 8 resistance up, like you're not going to kill me.
Right, yeah. With heavy splatlings, or like just splatlings in general, I guess those are like the big like heavy machine guns, Brian. With those ones, it's mostly about like mobility after charge up, not during charge up. Like during charge up is when a splatling is at its weakness, 100%, because you move real slow while that thing is charging up. But if you can physically chase after somebody once you hit that charge up, you're good. So it's gonna be, I understand it's gonna be a lot of run speed up. It's gonna be ink resistance with like for stepping in others' ink specifically. I don't think it's going to be like the sub weapon up though, and I think it'll have to be like main ink. What is it? What's it called? Where like your main weapon doesn't use as much ink.
Main ink saber
main. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's going to have to be a combo of that. I just don't know what the ratio is.
Sounds like some testing that would be.
It's gonna take so much testing. I don't wanna. I just want to know it. I just want to be good. And here's the thing: the fastest way for me. I understand. Like, there's 2 very fast ways for me to do it. Right. Number 1, trial and error. Right. Where I look online, I figure out a build, I build the build, I try the build out, I see if it works, and if it doesn't work, I adjust it. Right.
Sure.
And the second way, and the way I am honestly more inclined to do, wake up at 3 a.m., log on to Splatoon, play with the all Japanese players, and just see what they're rocking. Like, see what they're doing in live on stream in real time, and like figure it out. Just straight up figure it out. Line of fire, gun to your head, do it. You know?
I mean, sometimes that works.
I don't know how. That's where I found the most success, and that's entirely because I started playing Splatoon 1 when I worked night shift, and the only players I was playing against were the Japanese players, because that's who was awake. When I got off work at 3 a.m. So, like, I might just do that. Just wake up really, really early for a couple weekends and struggle, and then go to bed right after stream on Saturday.
I mean, I don't know, like, I played Morning League for like 9 months, Tegan. Like, I'm not going to say no to this plan.
I know, but like, is it a good plan? I don't know if it's a good plan.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a reasonable plan.
I don't actually know what the Japanese Splatoon meta looks like right now. I understand that they have a very dedicated fan base and they play really well and they seem to do well whenever like international competition happens. But I don't know anything else beyond that.
In my experience, also, they're pretty like understanding.
Mm-hmm.
They can kind of tell like if you're trying something new. I don't know how they can figure it out, but they can definitely figure it out. It's like that one person who figured out I was new to sniping. Not even like 10 seconds into the game. And so they just started jumping around completely in line, like just so I could try to practice hitting somebody who was moving. And like we were live in game. They were just straight up jumping around the map, not inking anything, just walking around for me to hit. And everybody else figured out what they were doing and left them alone so that like the two of us could practice, but in a real game. Which was so weird. I'm like, how do you do that when no one is communicating via voice? I don't know, but they've figured it out. And like, in my experience, the Japanese fanbase, the Japanese like Splatoon players are really good at spotting that kind of stuff in live games and like giving you the space in a live game to practice, even if you don't know what you're doing. And then when you start getting good, they come around, they rock your shit, and you have to refigure out everything. I don't know.
Yeah, neither do I, Jakes, but
it's hard. What to do?
I'll give it a shot. Why not? Try something until it works.
Try many things. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I guess. I don't know how else to get good in Splatoon other than playing it a shit ton and also completely reevaluating my playstyle.
I feel like that's how most people do it.
I know, but I want it to be good. I'm good with shooters. I just want it to be... I'm not good at shooters, the game genre. I'm good at shooters, the weapon type in Splatoon. I'm not good at shooting games. I get that. At all. I'm good at Splatoon. But I'm not as good at Splatoon as I want to be.
Okay.
You know?
Sure, yeah.
I want to be the best. I want to be like Jun.
Well, Jun plays a lot. Yeah, and I'm assuming he's also he's probably taken a hard look at his gameplay and made some changes. That sounds like something he'd do.
One day, I want to be competent enough in Salmon Run that I'm not the one dying the most. I don't want to die 9 times out of 12 ever again. That was so embarrassing for me. I was like, oh no. And then Jeff was like, well, Tegan, you died more than average. And I was like, I did? And I tried to play it off like it was a good thing. And then it was just like, no, I felt so bad.
Oh no.
Tegan, it's okay to die 9 times out of 12. It is.
Yeah,
remember this. We ultimately die 1 time out of 1. So it's...
That's true. You know what? Wiser words have never been spoken.
Yeah. We're here to help.
I'm in the second leg of my Splatoon journey, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here.
Cool.
Fantastic.
I do it with... I don't know what I'm going to do for Splatfest anymore, though.
If I point to this chart made by Joseph Campbell, could you tell me where you are?
Well, Teagues, again, like, if you want to go for the soulless wins, we can do that. Like, I will just, like, look at it for, like, a week. Like, I'm pretty sure this team is going to win. But in my experience, and correct me if I'm wrong, we've been picking teams who like, you know what? We agree with this take, or we think they should win, but we weren't picking the team that was going to win.
Yeah, that's correct. If anything, nothing has exemplified that stronger than picking Team Fame in the Money, Fame, Love Splatfest.
Yeah.
And take it, remember, most ethicless traders ascend. Meta.
Got it. I'm doing the thinking meme. You can't see it, though.
Oh, no.
But I can feel it. I can feel it. It's got a good mouthfeel.
Okay. Tiggs, what do you have to say about Tears of the Kingdom right now?
It's so many things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
The emotions, there are many of them. The one I keep, I'm coming back to like 2 two different thoughts where I am in Tears of the Kingdom, for anyone who doesn't know. I am officially in what I'm going to call the second half. I'm in the bottom half of the game. But I'm in like the second third of the game specifically, where I finished the 4 regional effects. And I'm now moving on to like the next level. And then the next thing that I'll have to do after I complete this section will be begin and finish the game, right? I don't have the beat Ganon quest yet. I have the secondary, like, this is the next thing you need to do to build up your team, and then, da-na, you know? And I'm coming to 2 different conclusions from, like, the 2 ways that I approach playing Zelda games. One is, like, as the player engaging with the plot, and the other is as the person engaging with the timeline. And one of them is a lot more disheartening than the other one is. The thing that is just going to be frustrating, not like disheartening, is that Nintendo has fucked up this timeline now by introducing Great Immortal Dragons, and like every game after this fucking game that takes place in Hyrule better have some fucking Great Immortal Dragons flying around, considering they can't be killed and they can't die. If they don't have that dragon, then they are going to be taking place before Breath of the Wild, before Tears of the Kingdom. Like, that's just how this timeline is going to work now. We got BD and AD before dragons, after dragons, right?
Okay, Tegan, I have a couple different ideas. I have one.
Uh-huh.
Is it not possible that the dragons could be, like, say, slumbering in a subterranean area?
Unlikely. Because we don't know, the dragons just kind of came from above ground. Also, that would imply that all of the other games have the depths in them, and that would imply that they're all the exact same Hyrule, which we know, like, categorically they're not.
So you're saying these dragons can't go underground?
They can go underground now because the depths have been exposed. But before this game, they did not go underground. They were only above ground.
But okay, all right.
I'm saying if they go underground, we have to also be able to go underground.
Why though? But why though? Like, mechanically, like, because these are also, we also have to remember this is a video game. Like, why do we mechanically insist that we, the player, have to be able to go underground?
I just need to know where the dragons are.
See, your answer is not mechanical. Like your answer is lore curious.
Yeah, so like, but that's the way I approach the timeline.
Yeah, like
lore based, not mechanical based.
Yeah.
Mechanically, they can do whatever the fuck they want, and they're going to do whatever the fuck they want. And I get that.
I have bad news for you. The Legend of Zelda is a video game.
Yeah, I know that. No, I understand. Yeah. See, and that's why this is just frustrating and not, like, disheartening.
Okay.
Because that's timeline stuff, and that's its own can of worms that I willingly open and consume multiple times a year. And I understand this about myself. This is my punishment. God has punished me for my hubris, and my work is never finished because Nintendo won't fucking hire me because they don't give a shit. Anyway, the thing that is disheartening about Tears of the Kingdom specifically is at the point where I am in the game, I don't think we're going to rescue Princess Zelda.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It's not happening. We're not going to save her. That sucks. In a franchise where the quest is save Zelda, like, we're not gonna do it. I don't see a way to fix it. And that sucks.
Remember that time earlier in this episode when we were talking about how Nintendo, like, very actively does not, like, give a shit about, like, thematic cohesion for their products? They're just like, yeah, whatever, man, he's a plumber, he jumps on shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yes.
I feel like this is different, actually. I feel like this is the departure from their formula, and while I do agree that it doesn't feel good, I don't think it's bad. Like, I feel about the same way that I felt about, like, Braid being, like, ending without you, like, saving the quote-unquote princess.
Mm-hmm.
You know? They chose to do something else. And this feels like Nintendo making a creative choice as opposed to avoiding them.
I agree with that. It's a creative choice specifically for this series that does do something against the standard formula for this series, which seems to be like the overall like theming with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, like specifically, is like, what if we do things we don't normally do in Zelda games? Haha, won't that be fun? Unless, you know? And that seems to be like where they're sitting with this, and that's fine. But like I was so excited to figure out like how we were going to be saving Zelda from the particular predicament she's in. And like the more I stare at this question, the less confident I am that there is an answer. And knowing that this is the second time we have failed to save Zelda in this timeline specifically sucks. Oh, it sucks. It hurts. It hurts me. I'm injured emotionally from this game. And I don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like when on stream, like I found out what happened and I'm sitting there actually crying, being like, this sucks. Hey, so like how am I gonna fix this? And like I think I knew then that I wasn't gonna fix it.
But you didn't
I
want to
just
believe
didn't,
it?
I didn't want to believe it. And
Yeah.
now I'm coming back down to the fact that like I knew in my heart of hearts. Like just like I knew in my heart of hearts then what happened, and I wasn't going to believe it until they specifically showed me. I was willing to deny it until they specifically showed me like, no, this is what happened. And I'm like, okay. And now I'm like, okay, so how do I fix it? I have to be able to fix it, right? I'm the hero and I have to save her. That's what I gotta do. That's my job. Yeah, defeat the bad, but also this is the job. This is part of the job description. And I'm not gonna be able to do that either. And that sucks. It sucks so bad. I don't know what to do about it. I can't. There's nothing to do about it. I just gotta sit with this feeling. I don't like it. I feel like it's a hard lesson. Not lesson. It's a hard situation. Especially because it's not like the situation that Zelda fans, and therefore Links, like find themselves in often. Like this is the second time really that we're not. I mean, it's the second time in these two games, so it's the second time this Link specifically has failed at this task specifically. But the Zelda 2 Link, like whatever Link existed between Zelda 1, Zelda 2 time, who like let that Zelda go into a coma for 100 years, like he failed too, technically. Not in the same way, but like he did fail. And a later Link comes and fixes it, and that's fine. But like I don't think there's gonna be a later Link who can fix this. I think this is a permanent change to the game and the formula. And I don't know how that shapes out.
I do remember, like, one of the directors, I don't remember their name right now, saying that there isn't going to be DLC for Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, Aonuma said that.
Yeah, okay. But I don't remember if they said that there was going to be, like, a follow-up game. I don't think they've talked about it at all.
They haven't listed specifically, but from what I've seen of this game, I think this is the third game in the series, and the first one was technically Skyward Sword. Like, I think that's how it's structured. At this point, I'm not willing to, like, hang my hat on it, because it turns out I know nothing about anything, actually. But, like, that's where I'm thinking we're at.
Brian, you were saying?
Tegan, how can I help you not be shaken by a half-baked, under-considered corporate product?
It's not that. It's more that, like, it's not that I'm shaken by a half-baked, under-considered corporate product. It's that the definition of The Legend of Zelda has changed. And I don't know how to deal with that change. Does that make sense? And it's not like a lore thing. It's like, this is the lore now. Like, the thing that I thought was The Legend of Zelda was the story of this princess, her knight, fighting evil. And it turns out, no, that's not what The Legend of Zelda is. Like, all of these games now are prequel. Every game that I've experienced is a prequel. And that's so wild to me. And I don't know how to, like, that is the knowledge that I'm, like, sitting on. The Legend is not about the stories anymore, which is what I thought it was. You know, each of these stories is so grand and so fantastical that, like, they become legends. It's like, no, that's not what The Legend is. And it's weird. That's, like, I have to change my entire view of, like, how the games are going to be conceptualized going forward. And I have to sit with how these characters, because I'm a character person. I have to sit with how these characters feel about the situations that they're in. And like, oh, my poor boy. This is my son. And he's sad. And he's fucked up twice. And like, I can't do anything to console him about that. Partly because he doesn't exist, you know? But partly because, like, how do you do that? How do you console someone where they've majorly fucked up twice and, like, there is no, it's just, it is what it is. It is the will of the gods or whatever, and there's nothing you can do about it. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Like,
yeah, right?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about, like, the way that you're engaging with this emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's a part of me, which is the part that I kind of like contended with first, which is like the one that kind of rushed me, like, you know, like, but Tegan, why? Because it's a half-baked corporate, etc. Thing I said earlier. But also, like, we feel the things that we feel, and we feel the things that we feel about art, whether or not the art itself is like good or bad, or whatever the motivation was for making the art.
Right.
And just because like some guy sat in a room like 6 years ago and was like, okay, now we got to make a new Zelda thing, and then like even if it's designed by a committee, even if it's like, even if the choices made are bad choices, there are still people who are going to contend with it in a meaningful way. There's still people who are going to be like, yeah, this means something to me. And like, I guess the part that now makes me frustrated is that, like, shout outs to everybody who, like, I guess actually did cry at the end of Avengers Endgame. I'm so sorry. Like, it's just, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, I'm now just sitting here, like, thinking about the phrase, like, real feelings, bad art. And it's just, like, it's just sticking with me. Because, like, you're going to think about this. Like you have, like, years of investment into this series. Like, and, like, there's things that they've done which like they for years they've like done this like kind of like they've made like Link what I'll call like an anti-character. Like they've done so much to avoid characterization for Link, because they wanted Link to be this like avatar for the player. But now we've reached this place where, because Link has been like this avatar for the player, it now means that like people like Tegan can just pour their bad feelings into him.
Yeah, isn't that great? Don't you love it?
Yeah,
what a great everyman.
That's right. He's an everyman. That means that you suck too.
Let's hear it for the boy. Oh God, no, it's I'm not like, I don't feel a sense of failure, but like, I know what failure feels like, and it's just like because I'm a person who understands empathy. Like I'm sort of extrapolating like how bad this has to feel, because like I felt bad and I've let down people before, but like this is so much more than that, you know? And like I understand, like that's why people end up writing like fan fictions and doing like comics and all this other, that's why there's all this other media around like these franchises, because they mean so much to so many people. And like to someone in some office somewhere, like this is just a product and they don't care about it, right? But to so many other people, this is a thing that they hold near and dear to their hearts. And like the fact that like the people in the corporate office who do not care are doing a thing that fundamentally changes how the audience is going to feel about the way the story goes is wild. And like, I don't know how anyone in a corporate office who is part of a series, any kind of series that's as long running and as like stable as like this kind of thing, doesn't take those things into consideration. Because I know that like comic artists for like DC and Marvel do, like the people who write and draw those comics do care very deeply about the products and like the kinds of stories they're telling with those characters in those franchises specifically. So like I don't know who it is that doesn't seem to understand what this is doing.
I have a thought. I have a dark thought.
Yeah.
We live in a world where, like, collectively, humanity, or a large percentage of humanity, has, like, say, chosen to ignore the fundamental damage being done by climate change and slide toward, a climate apocalypse because of our continued willingness to like destroy the earth. We slide in a world where we move toward, we live in a world where we slide toward fascism, where we become increasingly like insular and less interested in the social contract. Like we live in a world where we just there doesn't seem to be a straightforward path to hope anymore. And I'm sitting here thinking about like a Link who can no longer save the princess, and saying like, is a Link who can no longer save the princess a reflection of the collective headspace we are all already in?
Ooh,
maybe.
Interesting. Here's the thing, though. The princess doesn't need saved. Necessarily. You know? Like, this princess technically, no longer needs saving. I don't know how she could get in trouble at this point. You know?
Okay, so then, do we also have a collective social experience of where we go, like, what is my utility? Is the idea of my utility even important? And what is it like to live past your own utility?
I think it's a good question to ask.
The Legend of Zelda series, everybody.
Well, like,
why is
okay.
he doing this?
No, so there's a thing about art in general that was initially surfaced to me via hip hop by Mos Def, actually, where people would ask Mos Def, what's going to happen with hip hop, like in 1999 and shit. And he would say, you want to know what's going to happen with hip hop? Whatever's happening with us. If we're doing all right, hip hop's going to be all right. If we down the gutter, hip hop's going to be down the gutter. Like, people talk about hip hop like it's some giant up in the hillside coming down to visit the townspeople, but we are hip hop, you know? And like, art is largely the same way, right? Like, the state of art is going to be whatever's happening with us, right? And arguably, that's a very clear impetus why a lot of people want to like silence artists, because what they're doing is telling people what's going on, even if it's not directly touching them, or realize that like the things that they are feeling are things that other people are feeling too. And so like, you know, paying attention to those things allows you to form community, to connect with other people. And there are people who don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? And so like, I don't think this is an experience is like limited to the Legend of Zelda or video games or what have you. But like, there's a reason a lot of people were really into Fallout in the early aughts. And it's because when things were falling apart, it felt like the world was going to end, and they needed to figure out what they would do, what would happen if they were walking around in that mess. And, you know, some people found some answers. You know, maybe some people got a little weird about it, to be fair. Like, I'm looking at the survivalists and all. But, like, I feel like art largely is just like a way for people to talk about the things that are going on with them. You know, it's art. It's feelings made public and shit.
That's a really good call, Rocky, because I'm thinking about another series which like experienced like this huge like public surge in popularity during the same period that Fallout did. And ooh, Nelly, boy howdy, sure did Halo did like popularize the phrase. Now it's time to finish the fight.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because Master Chief had to finish the fight, and like, you know, like there was this like, and like there is this like undercurrent of like Islamophobia, which is just like baked into the DNA of Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Where, you know, you've got like Master Chief who's just like, hey everybody, I'm Master Chief. Don't you worry. I'll deal with it. And it's just like, and so you've got like these like different emotional responses, which are like kind of like the undercurrent of these different series. Like Fallout is just like, yeah, we're fucked. Fucked everybody. Like the decisions to save us happened years ago and we didn't make them.
Right.
Fallout. And Halo's like, don't worry, if we kill enough people who aren't like us, then everything will be fine.
Fuck, they really tried.
Oh, they really did. And like Halo's a weird series because like Halo like outlived the idea, like outlived a period of time where like that was like a popularly acceptable like social notion.
Right.
And so like and people are like, man, why does Halo just have no idea what to do with itself anymore? Seriously, like maybe Halo is adrift because like a subtext of Islamophobia is no longer like culturally acceptable.
Right.
And like even when I guess people are sent into a room with the only assignment go make money, the people who get sent into a room to go make money, they bring their feelings with them. And so I guess that's the problem. Like the world is fucked, and therefore like the world is so fucked it has leaked into the Legend of Zelda.
Well, like, I mean, Teagues, I'm sorry about your Blorbo, but maybe there is something to be said about the idea that maybe we're not the heroes. And like, I don't know, maybe that's something we got to look at together.
And here's the thing. It's like he's been told he's the hero the entire time, and if that's not the fucking millennial story, I don't know what fucking it is. You know? Like, hey, you can do it. You've got all the tools. You can, and then we're all falling on our fucking faces, and it's like, what are we doing wrong? And the answer is nothing. We've done everything we can, and there's just no getting out of this with the tools that we initially thought we were supposed to be using. But like, I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know what the like. Traditionally, like, you know, you look at the next Zelda game, and it's still going to be Link fights Ganon. Link goes through a number of temples, solves a number of puzzles, gets stronger every time, fights the bad guy, saves Zelda. That's the formula. But, like, I don't know where this goes from here.
I'm actually interested, if I can pitch an idea that will absolutely not happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Go ahead. Spitball.
The third game, or, like, let's say... The next Zelda
game in the trilogy.
In the quadrilogy or whatever.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But let's say the next Zelda game is actually where we find out that it was all set up, right? That, like, you know, the fight between the holders of the Triforce is just like, you know, a stage for something else that's going on. And I think we go back to the Twilight Realm. And maybe we figure out that there's more going on there than we gave credit for. And maybe there's ties to A Link to the Past. Who knows? I think there are spaces to explore in like, you know, some of the like, what's the word? Unexamined systems that hold up the Zelda universe that maybe could be fun to poke at in the future. I don't know if how they convert that into like a new dimension of play. I'm sure someone at Nintendo's working on it, but we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. You know what? Yeah, I can see that. There's so much about this game that just like is Twilight Princess coded And for that game to not be part of
Twilight Princess coded.
Yeah,
Twilight Princess coded.
And there's so much stuff that's like that. It's like I feel like I get why they were like, oh well, like we're gonna re-release Skyward Sword right now, because like they need to get used to, like, there's some ideas here that are going to be transferred into this next game, like, and we were right about that 100%. So like if this game also though has so much like Twilight Princess stuff in it, for Twilight Princess to be addressed nowhere,
it's coming.
It feels like they are gonna end up like, this sounds so tinfoil hat, and I get that, but like it feels like the next marketing move is to re-release Twilight Princess, maybe not with Wind Waker as like its own deal, like double feature the way that like the Mario games were, but like
no,
Twilight Princess.
Now I'm in the marketing room. God damn it, Tegan.
Now we're in the marketing moves, because like you got to remember the marketing moves are tied to the story moves, and like we did that with like, hey, they re-released Skyward Sword. Why the fuck did they do that? That game wasn't even that long ago, and that's not the game anyone's asking for, And then it's like, oh, it's because all of these things in in Tears of the Kingdom are tied to that in a way. But this game also has so many ties that are like, that's Twilight Princess. I don't know why we didn't also play Twilight Princess before that. But if it's because we're going to be revisiting it in the game that comes after it, then releasing Twilight Princess as our in-between game between this new game and the next new game makes sense.
It's going to be Wind Waker Wind Waker 4K with like fucking the pentology, which ties it all together. Where like, I don't know.
Tegan was very right that this is the third game in the series. And I'm just going to go ahead and put something in the chat here because I got a hold of a leak. And this is the title of the next game. There it is.
The Chandelier of Destiny.
No, it's very important that there's no the there. Just say the title without the the.
Oh, my bad. The Legend of Zelda 4 Chandelier of Destiny.
This of courage written all over it. Like,
is the COD reference like intentional?
Seeds of Courage game. Where is it?
What if the fifth game is the Seeds of Courage game, Teeks? Somehow.
Oh, God.
Yeah. In the Legend of Zelda 4 Chandelier of Destiny.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Link, depressed, alone, is able to find an anonymous community where he can talk about the sensation of not being needed anymore. And he journeys into the hills.
Oh my god. Teeks, are you ready for Link to become an incel? To become a fucking 4chaner?
Are you ready for Link to be the incel 4chaner?
No.
Yeah, I hear that.
Tegan, I'm so sorry.
I can save him.
No!
Tegan, that's what they're going to do to sell you the game. They're going to show you this Link and like, I can fix him. Like, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Here's the thing. Usually I like characters who it's like, I can fix him, I can make him worse. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on with him, but I think he's fine the way he is. I like him a little fucked up. Like, that's fine. But like, no, I will fix Link. I will bring him back. I will be the in between Zelda game ginger love interest that he has, because he has fucking two of those. I'll be that one for him.
Oh my god.
No, like green hoodie Link just sitting there shit posting like you mad Ganon.
They're gonna put him in the cargo shirts and everything.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Is that the one where he gets the guitar though? Remember the like, oh, we're doing a Breath of the Wild thing, but like this is the like the concept art for it, and it was Link in a hoodie on a motorcycle with a guitar.
Yep, I remember that.
Is that what we're doing? Is that where we're going?
I think that might be the Twilight Princess game, but that's fine.
Are you ready for him to be fucking running around with crypto rupees?
Oh my god.
God.
Well, this sounds about right. Hey, everyone, this has been an episode of Macaroni Town.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm so sorry. I apologize to everybody.
Thank you for being here.
We did nothing wrong.
You can listen to this show if you want to tell people about it. It's wherever podcasts are found: iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, but not SoundCloud. Can you guys hit SoundCloud real quick?
Fuck SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
And again, there's music at the beginning and end of this show, and it's produced by our good friend Big Sach. You can find his work on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Big Sach NJ. But if you don't like SoundCloud the way that we don't, then you can find him on Bandcamp at betweenrooms.bandcamp.com.
I have very important news for you, which is
Mhm.
I mean, and we do have a logo that was designed by Lauren Moran, and she is incredibly talented. You can find her online at Twitter at laurenmoran.com. She does have a really good Patreon where like you can get great stuff from her, and her top tier does allow for you to like get a commission from her. So like maybe consider that. I also want to let you know that there was a Nintendo Direct, but also want to let you know I'm not your dad. If you want to find out about it, you can go online and they find fucking resources.
I am playing F-Zero 99, and it is pretty fun. So there is that. What was the next thing? Oh yeah, we do have a Patreon. We're still figuring out what it's supposed to do, but at the moment you can use it to get a hold of our artisanal show notes or bespoke watch-alongs and audio essays about things that we care about. Also, we stream on Twitch. You can find us at twitch.tv/impossiblecoin. No podcast at the end. We're playing a couple games. Tegan is continuing to play Tears of the Kingdom. I'm playing Sea of Stars, and that's a lot of fun. We're playing a little bit of Minecraft, and every Saturday morning we play Splatoon 3, so you can show up for that. I don't know what the next thing is here. Is this a Patreon? Actually, is this a week where we thank our patrons?
I don't know. We're not taking their money right now.
We're not taking their money right now.
Shit.
Oh, right. We don't have time for this, but I'm going to do it anyways. We are on social media. Brian's on Twitter. Tegan's on Tumblr. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. And we are all individually on Blue Sky now. And so you could find us there if you really want to. But I wanted to ask Brian, how does it feel to be the only Brian Cartwright on Blue Sky right now?
Feels pretty good. Feels pretty fucking good. And I got to say, if that guy with the boat likes to sing, wants to come to Blue Sky, I'll fight you. And if that guy who's insistent upon eating weird Hawaiian pizza and Dubai joints, you know what? Let's talk. I've got some questions. Also, Atlanta, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking take your insulin.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
I shouldn't know these things, Rocky.
No, I get that.
Atlanta, Brian, please, number one, talk to your doctor's office and get that email address corrected. Number two, like, if you're having problems affording your insulin, like, one, there are programs for that, and two, like, have you checked out Cross Plus Drugs? Because they're doing like $30 insulin.
Yes, and also, like, Pastor Frank wants to talk. Like that's unrelated.
That's unrelated. Okay, Pastor Frank, you go, I guess.
God damn it. He's always fun.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for podcasting.
Bye.
Great.